This is a real missing person case. More than 13 years later, nobody knows what really happened. You can search it on Google. A young mother appears on a popular daytime television show to settle a dispute with her ex-fiancé. That very afternoon, she drops off their twin children at his house. She is never seen again. Her SUV is later found abandoned. Her mobile phone is discovered beneath a bridge. The man she argued with on television becomes the main person of interest. Yet, more than a decade later, no one has ever been charged, and her body has never been found. This is the mystery of Michelle Parker. Michelle Parker was 33 years old. She lived in Orlando, Florida, United States. She was the mother of 3-year-old twin boys and worked as a bartender. Friends and family described her as loving, energetic, and devoted to her children. Her relationship with her former fiancé, Dale Smith, had ended badly, and the two had been involved in an ongoing dispute over an expensive engagement ring. Earlier that year, they had filmed an episode of the television program The People's Court to settle the disagreement. Although it had been recorded months before, the episode aired on the afternoon of November 17, 2011. That same day, at around 2:30 in the afternoon, Michelle drove her black Hummer H3 to Dale Smith's home in Orlando. She dropped off their twin sons and spoke briefly with him before leaving. That was the last confirmed sighting of Michelle Parker. When Michelle failed to return later that evening to collect her children, her family immediately became concerned. After they were unable to contact her, she was reported missing. The following day, police found her black Hummer H3 abandoned in the parking lot of an apartment complex on the other side of Orlando. The vehicle was locked. Inside, investigators found some of her personal belongings, but her purse, her keys, and her mobile phone were missing. There were no obvious signs of a struggle. A few days later, investigators received a tip that led them to a bridge over the Little Econlockhatchee River. There, they recovered Michelle's iPhone. The SIM card had been removed, making it impossible to examine recent calls or messages stored on it. The discovery only deepened the mystery. As the investigation continued, Dale Smith became the primary person of interest. Neighbors reported hearing a loud argument coming from his home on the afternoon Michelle disappeared. Investigators also noted scratches on his face and neck when they interviewed him. Despite years of investigation, multiple searches of his property and surrounding areas, and extensive media attention, no body has ever been found, and no criminal charges have ever been filed. Dale Smith has consistently denied any involvement in Michelle's disappearance. Although Michelle's body has never been recovered, investigators have publicly stated that they believe she was the victim of homicide. Her disappearance remains an open investigation. Michelle's mother, Yvonne Stewart, has spent years searching for answers. She continues to speak publicly about her daughter's case, hoping that someone with information will finally come forward. More than 13 years later, Michelle Parker's disappearance remains one of Florida's most haunting unsolved mysteries. What happened to Michelle Parker after she dropped off her children that afternoon? Did someone she knew silence her forever? Or is the truth still waiting to be uncovered?